Hey, what's up, everyone? Okay, so today I'm going to kind of explain one of those really difficult to understand things about Bitcoin and cash and how it all kind of works and how we buy altcoins and how they actually increase and how you're supposed to actually trade it. Okay, at least for right now. Okay, because things can always change. Um, Obviously, Bitcoin's down, so people are kind of worried about that, and that's fine. You can be worried. Don't stress. It's all good. I mean, I've been down $15,000 in a day and not flinched anymore because I kind of got used to this whole situation in this market. So don't freak out. So first things first is, why do we use Satoshi and not dollars? A lot of people ask me this question, like, why the hell are you looking at Satoshis and not dollars? Well, ultimately, if Bitcoin does get to where we expect it to go to 100,000 to $1 million in next 4 or 5 years, um, it's going to be worth a lot of money and more than any other altcoin. It'll be the gold. Gold we don't really move around. We leave it in a big, huge vault in a massive national exchange, and you know the money's there. The gold's there. It sits there. It doesn't move. It's heavy. It's costly to move, just like Bitcoin. So the whole idea behind it is, it's the store value. You're not going to use it for stuff. You're going to use it to save money. Okay, so think about it like that, and it's a little easier to understand. Okay, so now the question is, how does this work? So I'm not going to give you a rundown of how a trade would look and how you know you're in profit, etc. Okay, so the first thing you need to know is, what is a Satoshi? And I'll go over that first. So, what is a Satoshi? A Satoshi is simply this: Bitcoin is divided by a million. Okay, so one Satoshi is one millionth of a Bitcoin. Two Satoshis is two millionths of a Bitcoin, etc. Okay, until we go up and up and up. So coins like Patcoin are worth one Satoshi. So they're pretty much worth nothing. They're not even worth a penny, not even a quarter of a penny, not even a quarter of a penny. So they're worth almost nothing. But eventually they'll be worth more. And so let me kind of share a screen and give you a quick rundown of how this actually looks. Okay, so we're going to go over to Binance. All right, so here's my Binance account, right? Got my 2FA, I'm all signed in, I'm a level 2, great, awesome, right? So I'm going to go, let me go to Exchange first, and I'll go to my order book, and you guys can see some of the one of the trades that I've made, so you can understand how it works. All right, so in Binance, as we know, we click on here, we click which one we want to pair it off with. So Bitcoin can be the main pair we usually use, let's say we're going to buy some ARN. Okay, so ARN is 23,724 Satoshis, 54 cents, as you can see. Now, when you're trading Bitcoin, you're looking to increase your Bitcoin in a trade. You're actually not looking to increase your dollars. I mean, you will increase dollars, obviously, but you're always looking first and foremost to make your Bitcoin higher. So don't look at the dollar value at all a lot of the time. Look at how are you going to increase your Satoshis, which are these guys. Okay, see them climbing up. So if we look at a chart, we can see Satoshis very easily. And it will tell us as we move this blue ticker line thing up on the right-hand side, it will tell you when you're getting to certain Satoshis. So now you can make targets for yourself. So let's say you buy at 23,724, which is $2.55. Let's say I get a signal that it's going to go up, or I think it's going to go up. Great. All I have to do is buy it and sell it at a higher Satoshi rate, and I'm making money. I'm making Bitcoin, okay? So don't think about it the USD or the dollar value. Think about it in the Bitcoin. Think about it in this. This is why you see people talk about Satoshis all the time when they're traders. You see people that even don't trade talk in Satoshi, because that is how it works in Bitcoin's, because Bitcoin is the god of all of this that's going on. So just kind of think about it that way, and it's a little easier to wrap your head around. Okay, so now I'm going to go on and show you one of my order books. So when I buy stuff, I set sell orders at when it's going to hit certain prices, right? So these are a couple days old, and they're old because the market's gone down, and I'm not stressing out about it at all. So don't stress if you feel like the market's going to blow up or whatever. It's down $300 billion, yada yada. It's okay. Generally, the futures market is what's causing that, and because people shorted Bitcoin, a lot of people sold their Bitcoin, because they shorted it. I feel like it's a group effort, but manipulation of the market happens in all markets. So they've shorted it. It might go down to like $7,000, $8,000 now, and then bounce back up very, very high, up to 30K. It'll happen very quick, because once they short, and the shorts end on Friday, which today is the 23rd, so it ends on the 26th. When those end, I have a very strong inclination that those same people that pulled their Bitcoin out are then going to buy Bitcoin futures instead of buying a short. They're going to buy it, and they're going to buy long, and then Bitcoin will go up, and they'll buy all that Bitcoin back, and they'll double play the market. Basically, what I'm assuming will happen. This is just my assumption, so don't take my word for it, but I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. So now let's look at order history so you can see what a successful order might look like. All right, so if we look over here, let me see ARN. I bought ARN during the bloodbath on the 15th of January at 7:34 p.m., 7:35 p.m. I bought 178 ARN for 0.0 for 382 3,820. Can't count. All right, so for about 0.383 Bitcoin. Okay. Now, I had already set my sell order beforehand when it hits 30. So a good amount of growth. I mean, that's what, 30% or so, 25%. So I set a sell order at this for most of my pot, and another sell order at 34. Well, wouldn't you believe it? In only about 40 minutes, it hit both of them, which is absolutely awesome, because you can see just on my first sell of 133 of them, I've already made a profit. And this was pure profit here. So 0.0153 is also profit. So I made a pretty good amount of profit on that trade, almost 0.02, which is beautiful. If you can do that every single trade, you are golden. Okay, and that's pretty much what a trade looks like. So pretty straightforward. I could show you more, but you don't really need to see them all. And that's that. So that's how you do a trade. That's how you increase your satoshis. And if you add these two together, you can see I've made a profit. I've turned over a profit of like 0.155 or 0.16 or so total, which is great. 0.016 would probably be about $150, $200. And when it's $20,000, it's a hell of a lot more. That's why you look in Bitcoin, right? And that's it. That's all you have to do. So yeah, that's how you trade. And that's why you use satoshis. So you're always trying to increase your satoshi number, and this is why you never see dollars. This is not the stock market. You are trading in Bitcoin, and until something changes, which I don't foresee it happening, but it could, Bitcoin's God for right now. You know, people talk about Bitcoin Cash, other Bitcoins like Bitcoin Private going to help it out. It's possible, but I don't see it really happening, and I don't perceive it going to happen either. But again, anything is possible. So just have to keep that in mind and know that, you know, life is kind of crazy in the cryptocurrency world, and just hold if things go down, because they always go back up, just like any market. I mean, look at Forex, you can look over at the stock market, and you'll see they always go down, and then they go up a lot more than they go down. And because crypto is so fast, a 1 week in cryptocurrency is almost 3 weeks or almost a whole month in a regular stock market. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The stock market's 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. So we're looking at 40 hours versus 24 times 7. A hell of a lot more hours every week. And I can't do the math in my head right now. I'm tired, but that doesn't matter. Okay. So you can all see that. And that's why we trade in Satoshi. So now that you know that, think that way when you're trading. And if you're someone who's going to buy and hold and hodl, you literally just buy, accumulate as much coin as you can, and hodl. Okay? You absolutely, positively do not need to do shit if you hodl. Okay? You just hodl. You buy good projects. You do your research. I'll be making a video of how to do research later. But you do your research. Don't buy into ICOs or anything like that, because it's really confusing to set up Ether Delta and all that. If you're new, just get this stuff started first, and then as you learn, you'll learn new skills over time. You'll get more comfortable. It'll become easier. And then once all these new exchanges that are coming out, like FairX and all these other ones through IBM come out, and the banks in Korea are now going to set up exchanges, it's only a matter of time before the money floods back in. And I really do perceive right now, today, right, the second is 501 billion. Today is January 23rd, 2018. I'm going to call it right now that by February 2nd, we should be back at 800,000 or 800 billion. And if we're not, it's only because of Chinese New Year, and people just have to show that money. It's kind of a cultural thing. Kind of see them not in China and Thailand, so I can understand the culture a little bit better than our friends in North America. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You guys have an awesome day. Keep kicking ass. Keep making great trades, and don't sell. Don't panic. Don't freak out. You'll be like so many people who regret doing it. So just hold it and never trade with money you can't trade with. Don't trade your rent money. Do not trade your food money. Only trade the extra money you have. And it doesn't matter if you start with $20. It really does not make a difference. I have heard of crazier things like people getting rich off of $20 in crypto. A guy on my group made $30,000 from 10 bucks and could have made a lot more buying dime coin. It just went up a lot. He bought thousands and thousands, okay? So anyways, you guys have a great day. Keep kicking ass. See you later.